beat. Beat.
Yes, people, big up to everyone. Welcome back to a Manchester United match reaction over here on Chic TV. And it is not a loss. Let's start off with there. It's not a loss. We've actually picked up 3 points. Not only did we pick up 3 points, but we did pick up 3 points against the world champions, Chelsea. So if you guys didn't know, if you're tuning in, Manchester United played Chelsea in the Premier League, and we have beaten them 2-1 at Old Trafford. Goals from Bruno Fernandes and Casemiro. A very eventful game. Very, very eventful game. Obviously, 2 red cards, 1 for each team. 3 goals in the entire game. 2 open play goals that we ended up actually scoring. So it wasn't even like it was like set pieces or anything like that. It was actually open play. And then Chelsea get that goal in the second half through Chalobah. And there was a little bit of a scare towards the end for us United fans, but we pulled through. And I'll start off with this. Obviously, big up to the chat as well. I see a bunch of Chelsea fans in here already. Big up to my brother King Kelvin with the sad emojis in the chat. Big up to Warrior J, who says, I don't give a fuck. Head gone. Hashtag Maresca and Sanchez out. Okay. BX Gunner, big up to my guy. He says, where is CP? CP will be here on Monday. Don't worry. We're going to be doing that Mud Brothers show, CP, Prime, all those guys are going to be there, and it's going to be absolutely sensational. So I can't wait when that does happen. But he'll be here on Monday. He'll be here on Monday, and don't worry, I'll somehow get his reaction on this game. Don't worry. Everyone from Chelsea, don't ride that fucking bus, walk back. I hear you. Big up Sheik, head is gone. Big up to you, Warrior J, man, every single time. I completely understand. And look, I'll get into Chelsea and all that stuff, but I'll speak a little bit about United first. we'll talk about the lineup because you guys already know how I feel about this manager and you know how I feel about all these type of things. Let me make one thing very clear, right? And you can tell from the title of the video as well too. Yes, we got the 3 points. Yes, we got a win against a Big Six team. Yes, I mean that's pretty much it. There's nothing really else that we did, but yes, we got the 3 points. Yes, we beat a Big 16. Was it pretty? No. Was it stressful at times? Hell fucking yeah. It was stressful for the entire game, if I'm being completely honest. Were their decisions still being made, or did we play well? We didn't play well. We didn't play well. And I want to make that thing very, very clear is that I don't want people to start gassing up this result and think Ruben's starting to turn things around and this and that and all that type of stuff. No. Yes, we got the 3 points. Yes, we scored and all that type of stuff, but the manager is still a problem. And I still want him out. Ain't nothing changed. Ain't nothing changed. And I'll tell you one thing that really, really annoyed me today in today's game is that why are we playing the same way when it's 11 men and when it's 10 men? Why is it the same way? I think when you go a goal up or when you get the red card or all those type of things, you do have to change a couple of things because you know they're a man down. So what that does mean is that when I say you need to change up a couple of things, it's your approach towards the game and it's your approach towards trying to break Chelsea down. You're not going to break Chelsea down by just hoofing the ball to Sesko or to Ahmad or to Mbuemo. It's not going to work. Chelsea have good center backs that can cut out those type of passes and those situations. They have good enough players to do that, and which is what they pretty much did because after they get the red card, we get the goal. We start off our first half the same way that we've been starting our first half for every other Premier League game other than Manchester City. Every first half that we start off a game, we look great. We look like we're about to score three, one, two, three, back to back to back. Our attack's looking fluid. Everything's looking great. Like that's just how we start off our first half. And then when things change, and the one thing that was different from all those games where we did play well in the first half was a red card so early. In the 5th minute is when Robert Sanchez gets sent off. Was it an actual red card? Yes. I don't think it was. In terms of a referee decision, it's not like it wasn't a red card at all. 100% was a red card. But how do we react after that? How do we change up our play after that? The criticism that I have to what I'm basically saying right now is one, Casemiro's red card could have been avoided. Is it his fault that he made that challenge? 100%. It's entirely his fault. Entirely. He shouldn't be making that decision. I expect a lot better from him. He's one of our so-called leaders in our team. It comes to a point where you just kind of take the game at the scruff of your neck and you're like, okay, I shouldn't be making challenges like this, especially when you are on a yellow card already. And you shouldn't be making challenges like that. So I'm not defending him in any way, shape, or form. However, if you look at the sequence before Casemiro gets sent off, it was because we gave the ball away foolishly. And that's the point I'm trying to make. That situation, to be honest, never occurs if we just handle the ball a little bit better. A little bit better. And when I'm saying that, I'm referring to everyone in our front three. I'm talking about Sesko, I'm talking about Mbuemo, I'm talking about Ahmad. Um, I'll speak on Ahmad real quick too, because before I get into Chelsea and I'll start talking a little bit about Chelsea. I'm concerned a little bit for Ahmad. And the reason why I'm concerned a little bit for Ahmad is he's not started off this season well at all. I don't think he's looked, I don't think he's genuinely had even a 6 out of 10 performance or maybe a 7 out of 10 performance in any of our games so far. And I know he's been playing in a couple of different positions. Today he started on the left. Against City, he started on the left. He played, I think, one game here and there, he played as a wingback. One game, I think he maybe started on the right. Or I think Mbuemo has been basically playing since he's joined, so I don't even think maybe that's the case. But he's not been good. And someone may argue, Ruben's been putting him in different positions, this and that. I really look at his decision making because in terms of talent and skill, I still see him, doing his thing out there and still kind of, like trying to get past players and trying to put in crosses and all that type of stuff. I get it, but it's really his decision making. And And today was really at test because we had a couple of opportunities where it was like a 3v2 or it was like a 4 against 2 or it's like a 4 against 3 and we have an extra man going in that attack and we're trying to counter and all of that, and the decision making is just terrible. And it's not just him, it was our front three entirely, but I just want to speak on him because he's not been good this entire season so far. Point I'm trying to make is if you are playing him in that 10, depending on injuries and all that type of stuff, give the kid Mainu a chance. Let him play. You can put him on that left-hand side. You can just give him a chance, and if anything, this might help Ahmad. This might help Ahmad try to get back a little bit in form because these guys play week in, week out. He's been playing in a couple of different positions. I get it. Maybe it's not the most comfortable thing for him, but it's like you gotta change things up and you have to rest these players sometimes too. Give him drop him for a game. Drop him for a game. Maybe it'll help him out. Maybe it'll drive some sort of hunger in to get back into the starting 11. But play Mainu. You have options. I didn't even refer to him because he doesn't even get minutes like that too. You have Xerxes. Play Xerxes. You can take Ahmad off. You can sit him for a game or start him on the bench for a game and play Xerxes. You have options, Ruben Amorim. And I sometimes just don't understand why you don't exercise him and what goes on in your head, because nothing changed, bro. Even with 10 men, we look the same. It could be with 9, it could be with 8. We look the same. We're still doing the same things. We're still hoofing the ball at certain times. We still struggle to play in the middle of the park. It's the same stuff. And ain't nothing changed. Big up to Flawless. I see you in the chat, bro. He says, Sarcasm City TV raid. Big up Sheik. Run up the like. Shout out to Flawless every single time. Make sure you guys, if you haven't subscribed to Flawless's channel, you do so expeditiously. I'm sure Flawless will be dropping a match reaction as well, a pre-recorded one. So definitely go check that out whenever he does drop it. Turn on the notification bell for him. That way you'll know every single time he drops a video. So big up to you, Flawless, every single time. And thank you for having me on the watch along too. And yeah, nothing has changed. Nothing has changed. When we have good performances and lose, people say it's a results business. When we play okay and Casemiro makes a stupid decision and we win, people say nothing's changed. Two things. We didn't have a good performance against Arsenal. We didn't. Just because we created chances doesn't mean we had a good performance against Arsenal. We still lost the game. So I don't understand where this is coming from. Also, we didn't play okay today. So I don't know what game you were watching. Casemiro made a stupid decision. You're right on that. We won. You're right on that. But yes, nothing has changed. Go on and tell me what we did in the second half, Timu. Guess we won't be able to have a nuance as our fan base until we win 3 leagues in a row. Were you? I'm not even going to address that because this makes no sense, bro. You're talking about us winning 3 leagues in a row. Brother, we can't win 2 back-to-back games. We can't win 2 back-to-back games. Before the red card, we dominated Chelsea. Okay, so for 4 minutes, we dominated Chelsea. For 4 minutes. Come on, man. Bro. Come on, man. You're just waffling at this point. Seriously. Before the red card, we dominated Chelsea. So for 4 minutes, we dominated Chelsea. Well done. Well done, Amorim. You were able to dominate Chelsea for... Oh, you're talking about ours. You're talking about our Casemiro. Okay. Casemiro's red card before that, yes, we dominated. But we should have scored. And we didn't score. And that's a problem. We should be scoring. We should be scoring. I'll ask you this. Let me ask you this. If it was City, or if it was Arsenal, or if it was Liverpool playing against this Chelsea team for 10 men, does the scoreline stay the same? Let me just ask you a simple question. If it was any of these teams playing against Chelsea, does the scoreline stay the same? Better yet, does the mentality still stay the same as United? Do you think they still play the same way that we did? No. They pack him in the first half. That's just what teams do. They make changes in the second one. They sit back. Game over. Game over. So what I'm saying, dominated for 70 minutes. We had 27% possession. I don't understand where this is coming from. Like, I don't understand what games we are watching, bro. We did not dominate this game. We did not dominate this game at all. Like, I don't understand what you guys are talking about. I was sitting stressful the entire game. The entire game, I was sitting stressful. I get it from your perspective. You guys, you Chelsea fans might not rate your team. And I hear that, where you guys were like, we just weren't good enough, this and that, cool. But from our perspective, we did not dominate, bro. This is the same thing we see week in, week out. I told everyone about this on the watch along too. First half performance is cool. I wanted to see what we do in our second half because in the second half of all our games so far, except Manchester City, because we got slapped in that game anyways, we don't play well. We don't play well. When Ruben makes his changes in the second half, we don't play well. You're saying we are not clinical at all. Is that tactical or is that player fitness and mentality? Cool, but explain to me why Shaw starting. Explain to me why Manu can't get minutes. Explain to me why Xerxes can't get minutes. Explain to me all these different things because this is what our manager is setting up. Yes, the Casemiro red card has nothing to do with the manager. It's on Casemiro, Casemiro only. It's his stupidity. It's his stupid decision. What do we do after that? How do we change the game after we go 1-0 up and they have that red card? How do we change the game after we are 2-0 up? Why are we hoofing the ball when we are 2-0 up? Be patient. Did you see how Chelsea played in that second half? It was level, right? Both teams had 10 men. But Chelsea kept the ball, were knocking on the door, eventually got that goal, and it could have been peak after that too. It could have. But we ended up holding on, but it wasn't pretty. I don't see in any way, shape, or form in any moment in this game that we actually dominated. So I disagree with you guys. I hear you, Joel, though, because I understand where you're coming from. You said we played the game United wanted. We were basically stuck in our own half until the 80th minute. I'll tell you why that was the case. It's because you took off all your creative outlets and didn't bring on your creative outlets to try to change the game for you guys. That's what the difference was. And this is where I'll get into the Chelsea part of the video is that um you guys took off Esteval. You took off Palmer. I heard Palmer has an injury, groin. So if that is the case, cool. You took off Pedro Neto, right? Pedro Neto. Gittins was still on the bench. I don't rate Garnacho fucking, but he's still on the bench. You still have options on the bench that you can bring on. You bring on Gusto at the end. This is the difference between why you guys didn't end up winning this game. I think, in my opinion, that's why you guys couldn't get anything from this game. It was on Maresca. Maresca's substitutions just not good enough. If I see Neto in that second half, if I see even Esteval in that second half, I reckon you probably draw this game. I could even make an argument that you would win this game. Honestly. Bro, okay. Let's actually have a conversation on this because I love to talk about these type of things. Don't get me wrong, I'm not glazing this game, but there's nothing outside of this result that you can see is working. My opinion is based what happened before Casemiro's red, which I still blame him on. Okay, so this is what I've been saying about this season so far. Have there been changes from last season on how we play? In all reality, yes, there is improvement. Yes. But the improvement is not much so from how our system is or how the manager is setting up our system or setting up our players. The improvement from whatever you think that improvement is more so from the personnel that we have on the pitch. In our attack, we have better players now. We do. We have someone better than Garnacho. We have someone better than Hoyland. We do. We do have better players. So there will tragically, like, obviously there will be improvement in that aspect. But when I look at the system and how he's setting up certain things and how we're actually playing out from the back, trying to play through the midfield, trying to progress the ball forward, that I don't see any difference because we're still hoofing. What did we do against Hoyland? What did we do when Hoyland was here? Hoof ball to Hoyland. Hopefully Hoyland controls it. Hoyland can play a pass to, one of our inside 10s on the right-hand side, and then we create from there. That is something that we berated Hoyland for because he couldn't do those things. We're doing the same thing with Sesko. Also, tell me this. You take Sesko off, and we're still hoofing the ball, and we're still crossing the ball when there's no Sesko in the box. So that I don't get. That's what I'm talking about. After 200 million, after all this money that we've spent, after all these players that you wanted out, that you deemed out, after you getting a lot of your decisions that you wanted to keep Bruno, club kept Bruno. You wanted to get rid of Garnacho, club got rid of Garnacho. You want to get rid of Onana, club got rid of Onana. You want to get rid of Rashford. That was the first guy that you put and said you wanted to get him out. Club done it. Club's done a lot of things for you, Ruben. Club has done a lot of things for you. It's not like the club hasn't been listening to you. Ineos hasn't been listening to you. And I'm a big, I'm very critical on Ineos. Very, very critical on them. But the one thing that I will actually look at them and say, yo, you guys actually did what Ruben wanted. And you've actually done the job for him. Now, I needed to see improvement from him. I need to see improvement from in terms of how he's setting up the team and the tactics and all that. And I don't. I just don't, people. I don't see improvement when Luke Shaw is still playing. I don't see improvement when Mount is still getting minutes over Menu. I don't see improvement when Mount is getting minutes over Xerxes. It's these type of things. And it's just not different. That in that aspect, I just don't see anything different. I really, really don't. I really don't. United was winning nearly every aerial duel. Our CBs were barbecue chicken whenever the ball was hooped because that's because you guys were shit. It's not like we did anything different. Did we try to get this game at you, bro? Like we didn't, Joel. That's the difference. Is that we didn't. We didn't do any of those type of things. We did what any team would do when they go down a 10 men. When they go down 10 men. Dorgu was doing well today. Dorgu actually did very well against Reese today. I will say that. Very good shout out to him. My personal man of the match is Delict. My man of the match is Delict. Definitely Delict. I think Delict, when he was trying to get into those, when he was playing on that right-hand side, bombing up forward, trying to get the pass, this and that, he made that one very, very good clearance at the end of the towards the end of the game where he cut out that pass from Reese. But Dorgu played well. Delict for us, I think, played well. Rest of them, if I'm trying to think, I think Mazraoui also did play well. All those type of things. Go on, debunk them. Go on. I'm here. We'll have this conversation. No problem, bro. Go on, debunk them. Debunk all the things that I've said. Go on. You're saying that we dominated the game. Okay. Let me actually here. Let's go on SofaScore. Let's go on here. Because I want to go through these stats myself. I got time for this today. Let's go, man. Let's go. I got time for this today. Cool. See these stats real quick. Full page view. Give us a win, Neo. For real, man. Give us a win, Neo. Give us a win, Neo. Oh, Chelsea. Why is this not full screen, bro? Yo, my laptop's taking fucking ages, man. Give me 1 sec, people. My thing's like acting up. I think it should be better. All right, so dominated. Let's look at these stats here. Let's have a look. Okay. Expected goals 1.74. Okay. Where we so-called dominated before Casemiro's red card. We have an expected goals of 1.74 today. 1 sec, let me change my background too. Because it has the wrong background. There we go. This is the good one. Big chances. Big chances created. 2. 1 more than Chelsea. Big chances created. 1 more than Chelsea. But we dominated. Okay. Okay. I understand your argument completely, and we support the same team, so ultimately we want the same thing. Of course, as much as we've improved in some aspects, we still don't have the midfield for the system. Completely agree with you on that. We haven't had a functional midfield since Carrick retired. I'm not married to Amarim being here, but Iriola and Glasner would struggle with every midfield we have except Kobe. The problem will be the same until we change that. Okay, so I hear you on that. who was the advocate in keeping Bruno Fernandes and saying no to 100 million that could have revamped our midfield? Who's come out and said that Kobe Mainoo was fighting for his position with Bruno Fernandes? Those type of things. That's something that I'm talking about. So all these things that you said, I completely agree with you. Midfield is a problem. Didn't even say those things are not a problem. And it's not on the manager that we're not able to sign midfielders, but certain things that I just mentioned right now of him playing Bruno, him wanting to keep Bruno, not getting 100 million to spend in the summer, those are problems. Those are problems. And then also not knowing that Kobe Mainoo clearly is one of your better players, is one of the better talents in your team, and you just don't want to play him. You just don't want to play him. You really, really don't. And this is a problem, though. This is a problem, though, Timu. This is a problem. He's going to like when Bruno ended up staying. Bruno basically confirmed himself as the first name on the team sheet, the first name, and he's captain as well, guys. Like, if you don't mind Bruno being here, that's your opinion. That's fine. I don't. I think it's time for Bruno to go, and I've been saying this for a while, of course. But yeah, it's really that. It's that I just like we need to move on from these type of things, bro. I and I'm with you. We need to construct a whole new midfield, and that starts off by getting rid of someone like Bruno, bro. It really, really does, and we had the best opportunity to do that. I'll ask you this. So you say you don't mind Bruno being here. Cool. But would you rather have Bruno here or would you rather spend 100 million on a whole new midfield? I'm sure you would say you'd rather spend 100 on a whole new midfield, bro. I'm sure you would say that. I'm sure you would. Stats are irrelevant. Watch the game with your eyes. We were the better team across the 90 minutes. Okay, bro. All right, bro. All right. Cool. Whatever. Whatever. We watched the same game and I'm still telling you that. I'm still telling you that we didn't play well. We were the better team across the 90 minutes. We had 27% possession in the second half, bro. 27% possession in the second half. But cool. We were the better team in the 90 minutes. All right. All right, man. All right. They had more passes than us. They had the same amount of corners. We had more total shots. That's I'm looking at those stats real quick. Shots on target, we had more. They only had one shot on target. Shots inside box, shots outside box, it doesn't really matter. Big chances scored 2 from our big chances. Touches in the opposition box, they had 20. We had 20. They had 18. Dispossessed, we got dispossessed 8 times. They got dispossessed 12 times. Yeah. None of these stats tell me that we dominated in any way. That's all I would say. Oh my fucking god, bro. I can't. Sorry, bro. I can't. This is your opinion. You're entitled to it. I just entirely disagree. Entirely disagree. Men want to stay here and still build around Bruno in 2025 when he's 30 years old. You want to build around a 30-year-old midfielder. Okay, man. All right. Like, okay. This is crazy. Big up to you, Daniel, of course, every single time as well, bro. Bruno is trash. One of our worst midfielders ever signed by United. Hope this is his last season. I hope so too, man. I hope we revamp that whole midfield. Of course, a new midfield. I was happy he was leaving, but now that he's here, I would have wanted him to play as a 10, for example, when Cunha was injured. Okay, I can hear that. I can hear that. I can hear that. At least you're just not sitting here and just waffling like this madman guy right here in the chat. You're actually making up constructive arguments, which I do hear. And I might not agree with them, but I hear you. And I really, really do. So I respect that from you, Timo. But this madman guy just talking about Bruno gives us clutch moments. Okay, bro. Clutch moment. Where's that clutch moment in the Europa League final? Where's that clutch moment in the Europa League final? Yeah. Okay. I hate Old Trafford. We will never win there. Yeah, I just don't understand your guys' curse. Every time you guys show up here, you guys look like you guys literally just fumble. It's crazy. I just don't get it. It's something in the air. There's something in the air in Manchester. that you guys just wake up on this day when you're going to Old Trafford and just something just happens. Like, it's just weird. But yeah, on Chelsea's side of things, obviously I'm not a Chelsea fan, but just looking at the game, I think, yeah, I think it's just like, I think the subs is I think the subs is one of the things that definitely was the downfall for Maresca in this game. I think had he kept had he kept those, some, at least even one of those guys on from Palmer. Okay, I'm hearing that Palmer got an injury, so I get that. I get that. Cool. But rest Esteval and Neto, I would have at least kept one of them on. At least one of them on. We had Mazarawi playing on Neto side. No, on Neto side. Did Neto play on the left or did Esteval play on the left? I don't know, but I would assume that Neto played on the left because Esteval is more so on the right hand side. So we had Mazarawi playing as our wingback, who would have gone up against Neto. And I mean, I'm just looking at Neto's pace. Whether you rate Neto in the final third in terms of his crossing or passing or not, cool, but I'm just looking at Neto's pace, and it's an outlet that you have in that game. And I just don't understand why Maresca made those changes. I just don't get it. Neto was on the right. Okay, even if Neto was on the right, point still stands is that you can still use these guys as an outlet. And I just don't understand why he made those changes. He definitely panicked. And I could tell Chelsea players panicked too. It started to get a little bit scrappy right after the red card. And it's just like, yeah, I don't understand his game management with that. I haven't. I've seen us without Bruno, and we've been disgusting. We just need to transition from him in a way that's constructed instead of thinking we get rid of him and are magically better. This is the thing. Okay, so I'm not saying we get rid of him and we'll magically better. I think we do need to get rid of him and still buy players in our midfield, of course. Which is why I'm like, that 100 million would have been great, because that 100 million could have been spent on maybe two midfielders who I think could make a massive difference in how we do play if we ended up getting the right profiles that we wanted. You guys know this. You're a United fan, you know this. We were in talks with Baliba. I think the Baliba deal probably gets done if we do end up getting that 100 million from Bruno. I really, really do think it does happen. And then if you get that deal through and you want to go out and get another midfielder, you can try to go out and get, someone like a creative midfielder who can play in that pivot, still has that physical aspect to him, and play those two guys there. And I think there would be improvement in that aspect. But it's really that pisses me off, that we just neglected that. And now we're sitting here and me and you are agreeing on this, that our midfield is a problem. And part of that has to do with this manager. And I'm sorry, but I have to hold him accountable for it. It's really that. Enzo does nothing on the pitch except stir up fights and give the ball. He was poor today. He really, really was. He was poor today. 3 defenders on and we still conceded 2. I hear that. Big up to you, Sai, as well, bro. Big up to you, Sai. Sheik main point is United playing back 5, and some United fans concerned we may concede 2 goals with the back 5. Yeah, we are. I'm so concerned. 100%. 100%. But yeah, guys, like, in my opinion, and everyone is entitled to their opinion, whether you agree with them or not, but in my opinion, yeah, we got the 3 points, but it wasn't a pretty performance. It wasn't a, we dominated this and that. We got over the line at the end of the day. We did. We got over the line. Big up Matthew as well. He says Emmer Mount. I agree with you, brother. I am Emmer Mount still. Nothing has changed. I still think he needs to go. And I just don't see in a long term this system being sustainable for us. So we're finishing above Chelsea. Things take time here to marinate. Oh yeah, this guy is just a troll. All right, it is what it is. That gave it away. Thank you, Madman, for you saying that. Only 3 points behind second. Daniel, is Palmer injury serious? Is that what you meant to say? Yeah, let me know. Let me know what Palmer's injury is about, guys. Let me know. Let me know. But we can do player ratings real quick. For Manchester United. Obviously, you guys in the chat, if you guys want to do some of the Chelsea fans who are in the chat, you guys want to do player ratings for Chelsea, go ahead, no problem. I'm just yeah, I'll do it for United real quick and then we'll close out and we'll move on. He's holding his thigh. It looks like it might be a oh, it's a groin injury. Okay. Chelsea fans got humbled, but I still this want this manager out of here. Smash the likes, big up cheek. Hey man, every single time. In matter of fact, Matthew, let me make you a mod real quick. One sec, bro. Let me make you a mod. One moment, brother. Make sure you guys are running up the likes though. We want to get to at least 20 likes. At least 20 likes. Okay. Cool. You should be modded, bro. All right. Back to it. Where were we? 10 out of 10 player Sanchez, bro. Yeah, I mean they all get 0 R ratings. They all get 0 R ratings done. I hear you. Okay. We'll start off with the United ratings. I'll start off with Bayern Deer in goal. They've given him a 6.3. I'd give him a 6, to be honest. He didn't really have to do much. They had one shot on target, which I think was the goal. But other than that, they didn't really have any other shot on target, which because like they didn't really have their better attackers and stuff out there. João Pedro was really the only one who was actually trying things for them. Um, and yeah, like I think he barely had to do much, really. Just towards the end where I was a little skeptical and I was like, oh fuck, like what if he makes a mistake at the end? A couple of those corners that they had and crosses that were put in, but he handled with them well. And yeah, like I don't rate this goalkeeper, and I think we should still be probably um starting, maybe Lamens or something like that. But yeah, he did his job today. I will give him that. So I'll give him a 6. I think it was nothing spectacular or anything like that, but I'll give him a 6. Love for the love. I liked and subscribe. I appreciate you for the like and for the subscribe. And you're always welcome here to express your opinion. No problem at all. Big up to you, madman. Enzo Maresca confirms Garnacho is about to come on, but Wesley Fofana asked for a change because he was tired. Okay. So you're going to listen to players. Okay. You need to go win the game, buddy. Fuck, it is what it is. That's what you need to do. Why didn't he just put on Garnacho for Fofana? Yeah, I don't get that too. I don't hate you, bro. I don't hate you. Like I said, I just don't agree with your opinions. That's it. I don't hate you. I don't hate nobody. I just don't agree with your opinions, and that's okay. You don't have to. I'm not telling you to agree with mine. So again, it's one of those things. You don't agree with mine. I don't agree with yours. Cool. But we all are United fans at the end of the day, and I know that we want the best for our club. That's why, yeah, that's all that I know that we want is we want the best for our club. So cool. Of course, bro. Every single time. You already know, man. I should have done it a long time ago, but sorry, man. It just left my mind. But yeah, I got you, Matthew. Of course, every single time, brother. Chelsea could have won with one more attacker. I do hear that. I think Chelsea could have at least drawn the game with one more attacker on the pitch. Definitely. Definitely. Because how we played in that second half with 27% possession, and you have someone who can try to, create a moment of brilliance or just something like that. Yeah, I definitely think you could have probably tried to get that second goal, which again goes back to the fact that we did not play well. Like we did not control this game in any way, shape, or form. We didn't do any of those type of things. So Fofana is injured again, bro. This guy needs to go, bro. I don't know why you guys still have him. Like, genuinely, I don't know why you guys still have him. He's literally your guys' Phil Jones. He's your Phil Jones, the French Phil Jones. Okay, back to the player ratings. Binder gets a 6. I'm gonna start off with Delict, who, in my opinion, was our man of the match. I think Delict was absolutely quality. I'm gonna give Delict an 8. Yeah, I think Delict was superb. He made that very good challenge at the end. I think a lot of the times in terms of his duels, he did very, very well. I will give him a 8. Yeah, I think Delict was our man of the match today. Very, very good. I'll go to Maguire. I'll give Maguire a 6 as well, to be honest. I don't think he was bad. There's one moment where he did give the ball away foolishly. Um, but yeah, like he honestly wasn't that bad. He was okay in terms of distribution, in terms of playing passes, in terms of, it was just that one instance where I felt like, oh shit, like, fuck, it might lead to a goal, but I give him a 6. He wasn't that bad. Luke Shaw, I'd give him a 5. I don't think Luke Shaw was good in moments of the game. in terms of he had a couple of instances where he gave the ball away foolishly. There were also a couple of instances where he got the better of certain players and he recovered well and this and that. But and also he had a part for the goal. So you know what? Actually, I'll give him. Yeah, I think 5 is still fair. So I'll still give him a 5. 5.5. Okay, I'll give him a 5.5. So 5.5 for him because he had a part to play in the goal, the second goal for Casemiro, and at times he did foolishly give the ball away. So I would give him a 5.5. One again, he shouldn't be starting. I think I would still probably have played Euro over him or played like a Heaven over him or something like that. So he shouldn't be starting. Cool. Then we'll go to our wing backs. We'll start off with Dorgu. I'll give Dorgu a 7. I thought Dorgu was good today. I think Dorgu got the better of Reese at times today. I thought Dorgu a little bit still that he needs to improve on is his crossing and him going forward. But defensive wise, I think he did well today. And he kept Reese quiet. And Reese in that game at the bridge when we lost 1-0 last season, the game before the Europa League final, Reese was a problem. And I think he did well to cut out Reese today. So credit to Dorgu for that. Mazraoui, on the other hand, I'll give him a 7 as well. I think both our wingbacks today played well. I think Mazraoui put in some good crosses. He was the one who put in the cross for the first goal, technically, which went out for a header, and then Bruno obviously tapped it in, but he was the one who initially came up with that. I think him and Mbeumo at times in the first half were linking up well. And yeah, Maz is just honestly for us, he's always been he's been a good watch. I think it's been very rarely I've been like, oh shit, Maz has had a terrible game, or I think maybe one game here and there he didn't recover or cover his man and they ended up scoring maybe last season. But other than that, it's probably just a handful of performances where I'm like, yeah, Maz wasn't good. Maz was good today. And I know what I'm kind of getting with Maz and the level of performances I'm getting with Mazraoui. So he did his thing today. And yeah, credit to him, man. Credit to him. He did his thing today. We'll go over to the midfield. Casemiro, even though he scored a goal today, I'll give him a 4, and I'll tell you why I give him a 4. And I talked about it a little bit before. It's the fact that you're a veteran. You're supposed to be a leader. You're supposed to be one of the players that people look up to in this team, and you made a foolish, rash decision right there, which could have cost us, but it didn't. But it could have cost us, but that doesn't mean that it's inexcusable. So, yeah, Chelsea shot themselves in the foot. Bro, stop waffling, man. Read the chat, bro. Don't tell me what to do. If you're telling me to waffle, if you're telling me that I'm waffling, yeah, like what? Don't tell me what to do, bro. Like the fuck? This is my channel. I'll do whatever I want. So yeah, don't come here with this energy talking about bro stop waffling, and then you want to say big up. Okay. All right, bro. Yeah, I'm not gonna read your message. Moving on. Bruno, our midfield cast. Yeah, I'll give him a 4. Yes, he scored the goal, which I to be honest was the winning goal, but it's foolish what he did there with that red card, and I expect a lot better from him. So I'll give him a 4. Bruno, I'll give Bruno. I'll give him a 5. Yeah, he scored, but it is the same old Bruno, man. Like it's to me, it was like, yeah, the same old stuff. The hoof, the giving the ball away a couple times. It's the same old shit. But he scored, so I guess I'll give him I guess I'll give him a 6. It is. So I'll give him a 6. Fuck it. Cool. Front 3. Everyone from our front 3 gets a 5. Everyone. None of them were good enough today. None of them were good enough today. Kunal, I got you. I can make you a mod. There's no membership link, no, but I will be coming out with membership soon. But I'll make you a mod. Don't worry, bro. You've been supporting the channel and you've been here for a while, so I got you, bro. I got you. Here you go, Kunal. Big up to you, brother. But yeah, going back to it, yeah, front 3, all of them get a 5. All of them get a 5. I think none of them were really good enough today from what I expected. I think I talked about Ahmed earlier on in this stream. I said he's not been good since the season started. Sesko, I still need to see a lot more from him. And Mbeumo was just it was not a good game from him today. But yeah, like it was not a good game from him today, but he'll recover, he'll do better. I expect better from him later on. It was just not a good game from him today. He had better performances against Arsenal, he had better performance against Fulham, he had better performances maybe even against City. It was kind of the same thing because we didn't really do well, but yeah, like today it was kind of the same thing with against City, so that's what I would say. But yeah, you won. I know it's 10 men, but your best performance. Yeah, true, bro. Like it literally was our best performance against 10 men. It's crazy, bro. We got one of our best performances, so-called best performances against 10 men. And I don't even think it was it was a good performance, but it was still categorically one of our better performances because we won. So yeah. Big up my bro Sheik. I'm listening on my PlayStation, so I'm not seeing the chat. If men are in here chatting shit, straight gulag, run up the likes and subscribe, people. It's not even that they're talking shit. It's just like, how are you gonna pull up here and then you're gonna say it's all love, but you're not even gonna say big up. You just pull up saying stop waffling. Okay, so that's where I'm just like, I just don't get that. I just don't get that at all. Like, I wouldn't pull up to anybody's chat and I'm just like, bro, what the fuck are you talking about? I would literally just be like, big up, and then I would say whatever I want to say and give my opinion. But it is what it is. Think sure, I think Ahmad probably took care of him because he's not talking in the chat anyway. So, yeah, big up Daniel, mod duties, big up, yeah, big up to you, Lucian, every single time, brother. Make sure you guys go subscribe to Lucian's channel. He does Pro Club streams. Just click his name and you'll be able to go and check out his channel. I'm here. I'm Chelsea, but we deserve all the smoke. Of course, you guys will get smoke on Monday. That's why I'm saving my smoke for Monday. That's I'm saving with that. Like I'm saving that on Monday on Mud Brothers. But yeah, trust me, you guys will still get the smoke. You guys gonna be. You guys should see how I was when he got sent off. When Sanchez got sent off. Matter of fact, you guys want to watch it? We'll watch it together, and then we'll close out the stream right after this. On the watch along, you guys should have seen how I was when Sanchez got sent off. We'll watch it together, lads. Don't worry. Let me pull it up. Likes for all the subscribers, for all of that. I just want to make something clear as well because it might look like I'm just banning people who don't agree with me. I'm not banning anybody who doesn't agree with me. I'm not banning anybody who has a different opinion to me. I'm banning people who are disrespectful. Madman might not agree with me, but he's welcome here. Timu didn't agree with me, but he's welcome here. And that's just how this whole content creator space works. The content creator space wouldn't work if there wasn't disagreements. Of course, there will always be disagreements. Not everyone is the same, but you keep your opinions to football. You keep your opinions on that. You don't try to get personal on people. I'm not saying anybody got personal, but you don't try to do those type of things. And if you just don't agree with someone, you can just hold your hand up and say, I don't agree with you, but I get where you're coming from. And that's exactly what I've been doing with all United fans too. But yeah, I just wanted to make that clear is that everyone is welcome here. I do a fan call-in show. If Madman and Timu and these guys want to pull up on the fan call-in show and debunk all the things that I'm saying, pull up. I'd be glad to have these conversations with you guys. Absolutely would be glad. And this is the kind of debates that I would actually like and I would want. So yeah, that's what I would say to that is that I don't want to make it seem like I'm a type of person who just doesn't, want people's opinions, or just because they don't agree with me, like I can't like have them on the channel, this and that. Like it's not one of those type of things. It's just that if you are going to pull up here with some sort of energy and all that type of stuff, then I'm not going to tolerate that. So that's what it is. But yeah, let's watch the or the red card. It was about the 4th minute, right? So it's like, oh, here we go. Here we go. I got it. Fuck, my camera was off too.
Hey, what we doing? Hey, man.
Watch this, guys.
Good. Good winner.
Go on, Tess. Go on, then,
Go
bro.
on.
What we doing? That's a red, surely.
That's a red. That's a
Surely.
red.
Are you
That's a
bastard?
red.
That's a red.
Surely
has to
that's
be
a
red.
red card.
Send him off. Send him off.
Ain't double
Send him
jeopardy.
off.
Correct.
Send him off.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's correct.
Wanker.
Sanchez playing for us. There you go.
Yeah, Sanchez won San Marino.
Thank you, Sanchez, man. Fuck off. Oh, dude, the Chelsea fan cams are going to be sensational today.
I don't think he was scoring, you know. That touch was mad. It was a good touch, though.
Yo, hold up. Let me go to Lewis's stream 1 second. I went to Lewis's
was
stream
a
to see what he was saying.
great idea. Great
Straight
Let me
route
go
one.
to Lewis's stream.
Who would have thought straight route 1 to the 6'4" centre forward? You know.
Yeah. He was a plan.
Hey, my brother, Favor Football TV. What's up? How you
He
doing,
can't
my
be
bro? Let's
bothered.
go,
He's
man. How
like,
you doing, my bro? Make sure you guys go subscribe to his channel. That's my brother right there. Make sure you guys go subscribe to his channel, man. You guys, there's 6 people right now watching.
This is
They
Go
haven't
subscribe
even
to the
strung,
channel.
like
Go subscribe
5,
to the
6
channel right now.
passes together. And their
Favor Football
goalkeepers are
TV.
his- Oh yeah.
Favorite football TV.
Bro.
You guys hear me? I'm just laughing in the background.
a long
Hey,
line.
Esteban, what a
Esteban.
performance at Old Trafford, man.
Yo,
Oh,
listen, man.
right.
Shout out Esteban, man.
Shout out to Esteban.
Bro, it looks like their curse continues, man. Fucking hell.
I hope so.
That was
We
mad.
find a
That
way.
was
We find a way
mad.
to fuck this up, bro.
Let's
This-
go.
I haven't seen that in
Come on,
ages.
man.
Oh wait, that's a lie. It's at the end of the season.
Who was it? Martinez, huh?
Yeah, it's Martinez.
Oh, man.
Hey, Bin's the free kick, man.
Bruno.
Oh, what?
Post him? Yeah. You know? Yeah, I guess
Yeah,
it's
am I
like
wrong?
later on.
Am I
It's like,
wrong?
You taking the
it's like
piss,
later
yo.
on in the
Yes.
stream. But anyways, yeah, like our reaction with that red card was just like, yeah, what the fuck, man? Like, like you guys just generally threw the game away from there. But anyways, thank you guys all for tuning in. Thank you guys all for support. Thank you guys all for, yeah, man, just all the support that you guys do, everything that you guys do for me, and you help me out. I will forever be in debt. United finally get another win, and we beat a Big 6 team as well. We beat the world champs, but we're back at it again next week against Brentford. So we'll see if we can actually finally get a back-to-back win. But we go from there. So Brentford next week, we shall be there. I will catch you guys all for the match reaction then. Don't forget, Monday, Mud Brothers. I'm going to try to pattern a special guest. I am. I'm going to try to get a special guest for Monday. So, I'm just saying, just look out. Just look out for who I get. Just look out. But anyways, love people. Big up to all you guys. Thank you guys all for all the support. I'll catch you guys on Monday for Mud Brothers. That's when I will be back. Tomorrow, I don't have any stream. Later on today, I don't have any stream. So Monday, we'll be back for Mud Brothers. And yeah, man, big up to all you guys. I hope you guys all have a great rest of your weekend. And I will catch you guys all on Monday. Big up. Love to you all. And peace.